What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, shout out to Fight Hype. This was 3 days ago. Video of not Errol Spence, but Terence Crawford. You know, it says he's back in the gym preparing for Spence, right? I personally don't think he's preparing for Spence. I think he's just staying active. You know, he's staying active, he's staying in shape, and he's waiting. He's on call, he's on standby for his next move. And I personally don't think his next move is going to be Errol Spence Jr. I think Errol Spence Jr. is done. I hate to say it. I'm a big Errol Spence Jr. fan. But I think Errol Spence is done. I think he's probably done with boxing. And, you know, the reason why, before I say that, well, I've already said it. I know people think, oh, man, how can you rule a guy out? Well, I didn't. I think he ruled himself out. I think he's exiting himself out. Me personally, that's how I feel. Errol Spence was active as a fighter, not as far as getting in the ring, but he participated within the sport, whether it be coming to the fights, whether it be doing interviews. You've seen Errol Spence throughout the year. Even leading up to his fight with Terence Crawford, Errol Spence was active on Instagram. He was active on Twitter. He was posting pictures, tweeting, and, you know, talking about boxing, sharing his life, just like a normal person would. Since the loss, Errol Spence is like he's dead. You know, knock on wood. I'm not meaning that literally. I don't want nothing to happen to him, but it's just a figure of speech. It's like he don't exist no more. Now, I know we've seen posts of him talking to the Israelites and, you know, a picture of him where he's selling the dogs or whatever. To me, that don't count, right? That's something that somebody just accidentally seen him and recorded him or took a picture. Is that really him wanting to be out? Is that really him wanting to be seen? Is that really him wanting to be amongst the people? I don't really think so. I think that's just like the Israelites. They caught him getting into his car and they started talking to him, asking him questions. The guy hasn't appeared. He hasn't reappeared. Here you have him, Terence Crawford, perfect example. He's in the gym. He's staying active. He's training. Look at all the people around him. They don't look like, man, there's Terence Crawford, because they're used to seeing him. I think that's his gym. They're used to seeing Terence in the gym. If Errol Spence is still active within boxing, he doesn't have to literally be training, but wouldn't people see him at a gym? Wouldn't people see him at the Charlo fight? Wouldn't they see him? He's gone. He's literally gone. I think that fight, we all seen it. It did something to Spence. And I think had they did the immediate rematch, if it would have been at the end of the year, if Showtime would have still been invested in boxing, I think the fight would have happened immediately. Because for one, Errol Spence would have still been in shape, and he wouldn't have to really get back in shape. And he could have, really started sparring and training again immediately, and he would have already been in his groove. The fact that they're prolonging it and you don't know when the fight is going to happen, and I've seen rumors that it's supposed to happen on Prime, unless somebody can really give me document details that, hey, this fight is stretched in stone, it's going to happen on Amazon Prime this date, it's not happening. It's not going to happen. And the further that is carried out, Errol Spence hasn't really been actively fighting fight after fight within the last 3 or 4 years. He's fought, once, twice, here and there. So the fact that if they prolong it out, the chance of the fight happening is slim to none. If Errol was serious about coming back, you would see Errol amongst the people. You would see Errol. He hasn't even faced the music as far as his loss. Nobody has questioned Errol. Hey, how are you doing after the Terence Crawford loss? You know, what do you think he's going to do next time? What is he going to do? Is he waiting until Errol Spence Crawford 2 press conference where everybody's going to get bum rushing with all the questions that they didn't want to ask him? And he's going to have to talk about his first performance over and over and over when he could have just got it out the way already. I don't know what Earl's doing, but to me, it looks like Earl he's hung it up. He's hanging it up, and he's probably going to be done. If Crawford's going to fight somebody next, it'll probably be probably Canelo or now. The only reason why I say Canelo is because everybody's screaming for Canelo to fight Benavidez. I don't think he wants to fight David Benavidez right now. So he'll go with, okay, well, they want me to fight Terence Crawford too. So that's a safer fight. Let me go that route. I can see that happening now, more clear than before. It's not going to be Spence. He's not fighting Spence next. I mean, of course, it's just my opinion, but I don't see it happening now. I don't see it happening now. Only because Errol Spence he's not even. You find Errol Spence first, and then we'll talk. Errol Spence is gone. He disappeared. It's like Crawford ended his life in that ring. He ended everything about Spence. It's unfortunate that Spence allowed that loss to be that hindering to him, but it happened. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. Who is Terence Crawford? If he is training, which I don't think he is, I think he's just staying active. Who is he training for? I think it is Canelo. I don't think it's Errol Spence. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm out.